Excellennial here with another story-based Excel tutorial, and it is time again for Phoebe and Alyssa to rent their firework stand for the holiday. So let me say Happy New Year, and I am excited to jump back into a story for Phoebe and Alyssa, the firework stand sisters. While going through their sales on the previous Independence Day, they were trying to find out what sold most often. Although they thought it was odd, they noticed their biggest sales were on items with even prices. Pun intended. Now they want to quickly round all of their prices to even numbers. Now let's see how we can help for this New Year's celebration. Okay, so like I said before, the sisters found that their sales, most of them were actually on items that had an even price. So what they want to do is update all of their items to have an even price as opposed to an odd price. So what we're going to do is use the function called even. So we're going to type that out, equal, to start out the function or formula. All functions and formulas start with the equal symbol, and then we just typed in even and selected that function. Now this one's pretty simple because all it requires is the number that you want moved to an even number. So we'll select cell D2 because we're writing the function in cell E2. We want to make sure our data stays all on the same row. The reason why is we select that same row, cell D2, and press enter because that's the only piece of data that we need. And now when we actually press this little square and double click it down, it's going to autofill the data in for those individual rows. That's why it's so important to stay on the same row when you're putting in data. So now that just filled in the entire column, the only piece here is that we actually need these to be a different format. So this is a super easy change. Now that we've done the even function, we're just going to go to the home tab on Excel and we're going to just select this one right here. It's just the $sign, it's the accounting number format, or the other option is to actually click the drop down and selecting currency. I prefer the currency format. It's just a little bit different. It's a super small detail. Depends on your preferences and how you want to format your information. So now we're going to align that correctly so it matches, and you can see that these numbers rounded up on this first one, had to round up a couple more here because if it rounded to 73 that wouldn't be even, and this one rounded up to 220. So all of these rounded not to the closest number but to the higher number. So now that the girls have their new even prices, what we want to do is actually delete the original pricing, but we want to be sure that we keep this new data. If we deleted column D, because we still have a function in column E, all of our data would disappear. So we don't want that. So what we're going to do is copy and then paste special, and we'll get a little pop-up window. We're going to pick values and OK. So what that does is it pastes the visible values, what we actually see. Now when you click in here, it doesn't change to a formula or a function. It just gives you the exact data that is displayed according to that cell. So now if we delete this old data and leave just the even pricing structure, because we did that copy and paste, the even function is now gone, but the data is still there. So this was a super easy way for the girls to get a better pricing structure according to the information that they had from their last season sales. And now they have all of their pricing updated in a very quick way, very simple, and exactly how they wanted to do it. If you have any questions about this process, please leave a comment in the section below. And until next time, have a happy new year and keep on excelling.